quickest fashion. Civil War cemetery. There's no more room in there. That's why they opened up Jacksonville National Cemetery also in January of 2009. Florida National that opened in 88. And once again, 88 to 2012, they now have well over 115,000 interments there. So you can see what a demand that was. But just think, the Bushnell, they're up there if you're from Key West or somewhere like that. So once Jacksonville, Sarasota, South Florida in 2008 opened up, once they started opening up, guess what started happening in Bushnell? Disinterments. And hey, especially cremation is it's interesting. The disinterments started coming so strong, we started saying, look, we can only do disinterments on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're in the interment business, not the disinterment business. But that's all getting worked out, and we've received numerous ones here, as well as all those others. So, but the best thing is, we are providing space for veterans, and that's what the goal is. That's what the President's goal is, and that's what our Undersecretary and the Secretary of the VA's goal is. On top of that, Scottsmore, Florida. Anybody know where Scottsmore, Florida is? I didn't know either. It's by Titusville. Does that help? Okay. Space Coast. New National Cemetery is going in over there in the next, I'd like to say next couple of years, but we don't know for sure. So it's taking us off to this one. The other one is Tallahassee. It's interesting. I had the opportunity to be the acting director at the Jacksonville National Cemetery, and of course Jacksonville is right across the border from Georgia. Georgia has a new national cemetery north of Atlanta. When I went on an outreach to speak to the people north of Jacksonville in Georgia, they said, well, when do we get the new national cemetery in Georgia? No, we want one in Georgia. I said, well, you got one north of, no, we want one. So once again, that one's going in Tallahassee, not Georgia, so I don't know how they're going to deal with that, but I'm sure they will. Any other questions?
I guess I have a dumb question.
No.
Okay. Suppose we're going to be cremated.
Yes.
Okay, suppose I go first.
Yes.
Is there going to be a place, how's that going to work?
Well, that's absolutely right. Every spouse is allowed to be interred here. Why? Because of the eligibility of the veteran. So, whichever one comes first, and that's an excellent question to bring that up. As you look out and go through these headstones, you're going to get to the back of the section maybe, and you're going to come back and you're going to keep seeing ladies' names. When I first started with the National Cemetery System back in 2003, I was in my home cemetery in Maxwell, Nebraska, Fort McPherson, with my parents, who my dad's a Korean War era veteran, and my mom says, looks like this is all for ladies. Well, Mom, actually, how it works is the spouse is placed on the back of the headstone, the veteran is placed on the front. In your situation, I'm not saying this at all, but let me just say it differently. If the spouse passes away first, their name will be placed on the front of the headstone, and it'll say husband or wife of, and then the veteran's information will be below that. Later, when the veteran passes away, a brand new headstone will be cut. The spouse will then be placed on the back. The veteran will then be placed on the front. When concerning the niche plates over the columbarium, everything will be on the front. The veteran will always be on top. The veteran will be
we would still be together.
Oh, absolutely. And that's just what it says. When we get the information for the spouse or for the veteran, we always get the spouse's birth date and all that kind of information, so that at the time of their need, we've already got that stuff in our system, in our electronic record, ready to go.
Okay,
yep,
thank
you. Yep.
Well, bad guys. I know it's getting later, but John, thank you so much for letting us come up here. And on behalf of all of us at Southwest Florida Corleone's Group, we'd just like to present you with this 3x5 nylon, double-sided POW-MAA flag to do with you feel best.
Yep.
So, thanks, guys. Thank you.
Let me just say one thing real quickly. Also, on that map, we're going to have a flagpole. And I tell you, the construction of our assembly area starts in January. It's about a 14-month project. So when you guys come out here next year, if you do, you're not going to believe what's over there. You're going to say, wow, when we were here last year, it just, you remember going by that, it's just a bunch of open nothingness there. It's going to be an absolutely gorgeous assembly area. So, yes.
I'd like everybody to stand here, and I'd like you to present that in front of everybody,
okay.
so we get a picture of everybody.
Guys, gotta bring it in. And after this, oops. Sorry, okay, you can place your flag and your stone of your choice. John?
Shake his hand, yeah. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thanks again, John.
I tell you, it's a real privilege, and man, I'm glad this worked out. I'd been